This is Mark Dell with Android Spin, and this review is for Pocket League Story by Kairosoft. Kairosoft brings the management world of the beautiful game into your pocket. The idea of managing a soccer club may not be appealing to many viewers, but don't worry about getting the overwhelming complexity of Championship Manager here in Pocket League Story. The simple menus and the basic routine here will seem very familiar to you once you start leveling up buildings and unlocking things like new sponsors. Just about every aspect of the game is interchangeable with many other Kairosoft games, with Grand Prix Story being the most closely related. There's a good chance that avid players of this genre are starting to suffer from an acute case of KFS, Kairosoft Fatigue Syndrome, with all the similarities between their games, and I myself feel like I might be reliving the same game over and over and over. But for those who crave more simulation games, or for those that are just looking for a soccer management simulator, then you'll be happy to hear that Pocket League Story is absolutely both of those. I mentioned before that Pocket League Story isn't like the PC favourite Championship Manager, so let me quickly elaborate on some of the game's specifics. Firstly, tackling is simply a check of the body strength level. If a defender is close to a player with a ball, then he'll drain his levels until he trips, after which his levels quickly replenish. Because of this, there are no red or yellow cards, and despite the ability to have players as substitutes, there's no injuries in the game. Even without the penalties, there is a ref of sorts, and play will be stopped for corners, goal kicks, and throw-ins, and once that 45-minute time limit has been reached, which is actually about a minute and a half, play will end, no matter if the ball is about to cross the goal line, or if the current score is a tie. There's no penalty shootouts or golden goals. The final missing feature that really stood out is that there's no way of changing formations during a game until the halftime break. The only interaction you'll have while the game is being played is activating the aura on a player, which boosts their performance. Well, okay, that was a lot of soccer talk, and I expect that could drive some away, but the level of knowledge needed to succeed here in Pocket League Story is actually very low, and even with my rather aging and poor knowledge of soccer, yes, it's true, not everyone from England is born with the knowledge of what the offside rule is, I was able to beat most of the league challenges in a single playthrough. Once your playthrough is completed, some things such as upgrades, unlocked, and seemingly random players come across in an additional playthrough, making things a great deal easier. If you are at all interested in a soccer management game on Android that doesn't have to be very realistic or challenging, or you're just wanting another excuse to drain your battery thrice over in a Kairosoft game, then look no further.